Hello, I am John, the Warhammer Modeler, and welcome to my Hobby Roundup for May. Couple of days late this month. It's been very busy at work, but I have done quite a bit of hobby here and there. I'm going to run through it in this video. So to start with, at the beginning of the month, I was making a lot of the Necromancer Ash Waste box set. Have a quick look at some of these models. First, the Ash Waste Nomads. So I made these straight out of the box. They've all been primed now, ready for paint. I've only done a small gang. I did convert the sword on the gang leader for the Nomads. I wanted a bit more of a brutal, big, chunky, double-handed sword. So I made that kind of a slab sword. All of the other models in this gang are standard from the box. Tried to use a variety of different weapons and so on. As well as those, I made the Orlok gang. I added quite a bit to this one from the Forge World kits, as well as some of the other Orlok kits. So the gang leader for this gang is the female Orlok with a heavy bolter. I then used a few of the different components from the Forge World sets, like the backpacks, and then from the plastic weapon set, things like the chainsaw and the shotgun and things like that. So a few different gang members there, included another one of the Forge World Orlok models. One thing I was particularly happy about when I was doing these was the quad. I haven't stuck it down yet on the base. I actually did a quick little video of how I made this base. Quite happy with how it's turned out with the tyre tracks and the look of the kind of the ash waste dirt. Going to want to replicate this for all of my Necromancer Ash Waste models. But as I said, I haven't glued that down yet. I'll wait till I've painted the quad before I glue that down. But really happy with how that one turned out. While I was still doing the Ash Waste stuff at the beginning, I went back to a previous project that I've been working on. So I always pronounce these wrong, but I'll give it a go. They're the old Forge World Makali, the Talon Desert Raider Rough Riders. What I've done with these ones is converted them into an old rogue trader who's down on his luck, lost his ship, and he's now working with a caravan of these beasts, transporting his wares across Necromunda. Now, I started these models quite a long time ago. They're one of my long-term projects. But with the release of Ash Wastes, I thought it was perfect to finish off this project and add a little bit more to it. So, as well as this guy who goes at the back of the caravan, you can see he's looking backwards with his auto gun. He's got some binoculars looking back so he can look out for raiders or anything. Also his searchlight on a pole so he can light the way. We've got the rogue trader on his mount with a super long las. I know it's quite an impractical kind of weapon, but I like the idea of a ridiculously long gun for this guy. I've also made this one on foot, so I've got the option of having him on his beast or on foot. As well as them, got the dung collector for the caravan. Quite an important commodity in the ash wastes when minerals and kind of fertilizers and things are quite hard to come by. So collects all of the dung and then they can sell it on or grow food or that kind of thing. And as well as the beasts, so here we have a hover barge towed by two of the Makali and the rider there. It is a completely hovering base. Nothing is underneath it. Everything's mounted off the poles that are the tow ropes. These go through the whole body of the barge. This is going to have all of the cargo and things, but also the rogue trader can ride on this or other people can ride on it and so on. I'm hoping as more rules come out for the Ash Wastes, when the book comes out with the Nomads and the Squats and more vehicle rules, I can work something out for this for use in games. Now, if anyone wants more of an in-depth video on that project, drop a comment below and I'm quite happy to do a more in-depth look at it, run through all of the parts that I've used and that kind of thing. And finally this month, I've been getting on with some painting. This is where I've got to so far for my Necromancer Karloff Valois conversion I did a month or two ago. I've started painting him up now, so I've done his robes and his gloves and a few other bits, including his head. Next step is going to be going on to the cape and everything like that. Hopefully by next month I'll have finished this guy and I can run through it in the June video. Now, as I said, a few days late on this video, been really busy at work, so although I got a lot of hobbying done at the beginning of the month and then started painting at the end, I haven't done as much as I'd have liked to. But as work quietens down over the summer, I'll be able to get a lot more done. So hopefully in my June roundup, you'll see a lot more things that I've done. So for now, I'm John, the Warhammer Modeler. Stay safe.